What's up, guys? This is Alternator, and I'm back with Yugioh.
Ta-da!
And this time, so previously we've done the top 10 most hated Yu-Gi-Oh cards. This time we're going to come up with our top 10 most favorite Yu-Gi-Oh cards. We love these cards so much that not only do we play them, but we do not want them banned. And in fact, if possible, we want them unlimited. Some of them, I'm sure, but you get the idea. So yeah, we love these cards, and so yeah, without further ado, let's get started. So our number 10. My number 10, Soul Charge. Soul Charge.
That is like a nostalgic card.
So Soul Charge is basically a card where you activate it, and you can special summon as many monsters from your graveyard as possible as long as you pay 1,000 life points for each monster. The card is useful, and I actually like that card because, well, yeah, of course, the life point paying is bad, and I don't like it as much as the other cards do, but I like it because, I remember using a replica of Fresco Mori's Dark Devourer deck, and that card came in real handy. I could special summon Legendary Fiend, Plague Spreader Zombie, or something like that, and I could just easily do so many more synchro summons or whatnot, or even Xyz summons. It's just you can summon as much monsters with there is a cost, but you can definitely special summon as many monsters as you can. It stays on the field too, so it's not like Return from a Different Dimension where you pay half your life points, special summon many banished monsters, and it goes back banished after the end turn. So yeah, not much other reason except the fact that I like to special summon a lot of monsters from the graveyard. So there you go, Soul Charge.
Okay. My number 10 is a trap card called Overlimit. It's a regular trap card, and what it is, you pay 500 life points and special summon from both players' graveyards as many normal monsters as possible with 1,000 or less attack that were destroyed by battle this turn. Like to think of it, yes, you would be special summoning some of your opponents, but you could be special summoning some really good cards that are under them. They could have been tuners. They just could have these effects that they can. Whatever.
Not to mention it's normal monsters, so it would probably be for decks that use so many effect monsters. It's a definitely big advantage if you use a normal monster based deck. So I could probably see why I like that card. So we got number 9.
My number 9, I almost read a different list. My number 9 is Solemn Judgment.
Solemn Judgment?
Yeah. I don't get why Solemn Judgment would be banned. It's basically taking a whole chunk of your life points, half of it, in order to negate a spell or trap card or a special summoning.
I would say the reason why that card is banned is because you can use it towards the end of the duel while you have very little life points. For example, you have 500 life points, and you activate Solemn Judgment. You only spend 250. While Solemn Warning, you have to spend 2,000 no matter what. So it's understandable why it's banned, and it's basically the same thing as Solemn Warning, only it's you spend half your life points instead of 2,000.
Yeah. I think I'd rather have Solemn Judgment than Solemn Warning, to be honest. But yeah, bring back Solemn Judgment.
So yeah, my number 9 is Damage Diet.
That is a classic one. I like that one too.
And yeah, that card, I started liking it, especially after I started watching the Excalibur series. that's where I was introduced to damage diet. Like they love to use damage diet because it's really useful, especially if you're like in a pinch. Like you have like 3,000 life points left, and you have this whole freaking row of monsters, and they attack you directly. What do? You activate damage diet. You take half the damage, and you're still left for like one turn to do something about it. So that's very helpful. So you're number 9.
My number 9. I already said my number 9.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So it's number 8.
So.
My number 8. Bottomless trap hole.
I don't know about bottomless because like it seems like a very iconic staple, but I see what you mean by that because you special summon a really big monster, and what do? You have to get rid of it.
Just banish it. Like, in fact, it's so useful, especially against one of the things I was like I can never beat him. I can never beat Prez. And especially because he summons Belize or Belize.
Ooh, Belize.
I can never beat those monsters unless if I have something like Bottomless Trap Hole or Dark Core or something like that. So like Bottomless
Dark Core.
Because you can easily be like,
whenever I think of Dark Core, I just think about like the one thing where Pegasus thought he was gonna banish Blue Eyes Toon Dragon. So like, I'm so sorry, Blue Eyes Toon Dragon. I guess this is goodbye. What?
I'm my white dragon head.
What? But that was your own monster.
And activate my. So yeah, that's Dark Core, but yeah, like Bottomless Trap Hole is basically like Prince will be like, I tune Destiny Hero Malicious with my Lake Spitter Zombie in order to special summon bullies of Diabolic Dragons. They'll be like, no, activate Bottomless Trap Hole. Say goodbye. So,
and
yeah, very useful for monsters like that, like where you cannot destroy it by battle or by card effects. The only thing you can do is banish it. So that's perfectly fine for that card.
Mm-hmm.
So you're number 8?
My number 8 is Dark Resonator. Just a bunch of the Resonator monsters in general. Like, it's so funny because, like, I discovered Resonators, like, really not too early, but, like, the point where I started getting back into the game. But I didn't know that Jack Atlas run a bunch of Resonators in his deck because it was the Synchron era and everything like that. And a lot of them are tuners, so it just makes more sense. For a very long time, I wanted to make a Resonator based deck for some reason, for like real life.
Well, yeah, Dark Resonator can be pretty useful. Like, it can't be destroyed by battle once per turn, so it just saves you a turn.
Mm-hmm.
So I can understand why you like that card. Okay, so number 7.
My number 7, which is pretty iconic, just because it's very weird when I say this. I really like the card, the Xyz Monster 39 Utopia, even though I hated the Zeal series. Like, I know hate's a strong word, but like, still.
I don't care.
Like, I didn't care for the show. I might try watching it again just so that I can see if it makes any sense. No, you shut up.
I watched it
whenever I want
earlier. Like, I think I watched it like yesterday. The first 2 episodes of Zexal.
I couldn't pass number 2, that's why. But like, as much as it grudges me, I'll try again. But again, Utopia, it's like the iconic ace card for Yuma, even though I hate Yuma to death. But like, it has a really good effect, and yeah, it just has it's almost the easiest kind of card to XZ summon too, because I run Utopia in my deck. I think only on DN. I'm not sure if I run it in my actual deck.
I doubt it, though. Yeah, DN, like, you usually pull a Utopia on me, so.
Let me
Oh yeah,
see.
freaking Zexel.
I don't
I only
know.
watched the first 2 episodes. I just got tired of it because I'm tired of freaking you a whine.
Yeah, no, I don't run it in my deck in real life. I just only run it in DN.
So that's Utopia. Let's see. My number 7, Raigeki.
Classic.
Self-explanatory. Destroy all monsters that your opponent controls. It's a very life-saving card.
I'll use Raigeki. No. I'll activate Goblin from a Frying Pan. What are you gonna do now?
I activate Raigeki. Oh crap! Reference from the top 10 most useless trap cards from Kisame and Spidey. But yeah, Raigeki, yeah, self-explanatory. Love that card because you can just clean the field of your opponent's monsters. So yeah, it's just simple as that. I just couldn't really decide as much because it's hard to choose like spell cards or so for your favorite cards. So just plain and simple. So my number 6.
What's number 6?
You're gonna hate me for saying this. It's Archfiend Black Skull Dragon. I love Archfiend Black Skull Dragon. Mostly because I can deal heavy damage right off the bat. And you cannot destroy it by card effects. So, like, it's basically like you can't activate cards until the end of the damage step. So it's basically saying you can't destroy this card by battle effects. No, by like card effects at all.
Uh-huh.
And I like the fact that you can like return like my Red Eyes Black Dragon and deal 2400 on you like immediately. So yeah, that card so useful. I use it every time whenever I get the chance. Like I would run my dragon deck in real life, but I just can't. Like of course I can't afford it, but I do it on DN. I do it against her so many times that she gets so tired of it, so it's on her top 10 most hated list.
Yep, it is. It is. So my number 6, right?
Mm-hmm.
My number 6 is Vice Dragon.
That card is useless.
I like it. It's always because yeah, but the thing is, why am I not talking? If you don't have if your opponent has monsters and you don't, you can get to special summon it, even though that it would have its attack and defense cut in half. You could easily use it for either a fusion summoning or even a synchro summoning because it's out on the field and it's a level 5 monster. So
I mean, like the way you use it is just ridiculous because you're basically like, oh, I can't defend myself. It cuts my dragon's attack. Since you have summon Ice Dragon in defense mode, and I'm going to tribute it in order to summon a better monster. That's how we use Ice Dragon.
I just sometimes forget because like I don't have like the certain cards that I have, so then it's just like that's the only monster I can summon. But still, I always used Vice Dragon in my deck. I still run it in real life too.
Yeah, you use it on me every time I just clobber it in my next turn.
And it's just like, yeah. But like the thing is, sometimes it doesn't even matter to me anymore because back then I hated getting cards in the graveyard, but now my strategy with Chaos is mostly my graveyard and most likely my banishment because a lot of special summonings I do, it has to do with the banished zone and affects getting monsters back from the banished zone.
Yeah, Wyvern Eclipse.
Wyvern Eclipse, Chaos Zone. And you get to like banish
monsters that you have for Chaos Sorcerer and all that.
Yeah.
That's annoying. But yeah. So yeah, my number 5.
What's number
5? have to be Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon.
Okay, I have to admit, I really like it because now I'm using it.
You're using it now?
Yeah, I'm using it now.
When?
Since I figured out how I can use it. Because sometimes I don't get the cards, like their effects descriptions and stuff. So then I just started using it, and I realized like what I could do because I can use this effect to bring back light pulse. Because I can use it with light pulsar's effect.
That's exactly
And
why I hate Light Pulsar, because of that reason. It's looped with Red Eyes Darkness.
Because if Darkness Metal is in my graveyard, and if my Light Pulsar gets sent to the graveyard, I get to special summon a level 7 or higher Dark Dragon monster for my graveyard, and that would be Darkness Metal Dragon. And by my turn, I can re-special summon Light Pulsar and everything like that. So, yeah. I can understand that. It's really cool.
Like, the reason why I like Darkness Metal is, like, of course, you can special summon so many things. And, like, I can, like, counter argue, like, Kisame's reason why he hates Red Eyes Darkness Metal, because, of course, I can understand why he hates it so much, but there's more than one way to special summon Red Eyes Darkness Metal. Like, he says Call the Haunted, but I'm like, no. I'm using Red Eyes Wyvern. Banish that thing and special summon Red Eyes. And, like, I can automatically just special summon whatever dragon I want. I can special summon Archfiend. I can special summon Chaos Emperor Dragon. I can special summon, like, whatever the heck I want at any time, and I can just interchange, do whatever the heck. It's broken, but I love the card that most people hate. So there goes number 5, Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon.
And my number 5, which we were just talking about, Eclipse Wyvern. I've always liked Eclipse Wyvern, like ever since the start when I put Eclipse Wyvern in my deck. Like once it's because I can easily put it face down defense and they can attack it, and once it gets sent to the graveyard, I get to go through my deck, banish a level 5 or higher light or dark monster. In this case, I always banish Red Eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And once I banish Eclipse Wyvern, I get to add Red Eyes to my hand. So it's a really handy thing. That's why I like the whole graveyard banish zone focus concept.
I activate Necro Valley. You suck. You can't do any crap like that. He'll be like so upset.
It's like, no, I want my banish zone. Oh my gosh, I've actually had that problem when I faced my brother with Cyber Dragons or something like that. I don't know what card it was, but it prevented me from banishing my monster. It's just like
Imperial Iron Wall. You can't banish any monsters.
I don't know if he used that. I don't know. It sounds right though. But so, yeah, Eclipse Wyvern's my 5. Number 5.
4. Number 4. What is yours?
Magician of Faith.
Magician of Faith.
It's a nostalgic card. Yes. Yeah, yes, she only has like that low of attack and defense, but once you flip summon her, you get to add a spell card from a graveyard to your hand, and you could easily like it doesn't matter. Like it wouldn't matter, because if your opponent attacks and her flip summon activates, you could easily get a spell card that you would have used before, like either Swords of Revealing Light or something, and you can activate that on your next turn, or even a quick spell chain, quick spell card like Mystical Space Typhoon, destroying your card in the process. But as if on my turn, I can flip her. Same concept, try to get Swords of Revealing or use a card that would bring back monsters. Not saying Monster Reborn because I don't run Monster Reborn ever.
Why not?
I don't know. It's just even though a lot of people like Monster Reborn, and honestly, I like Monster Reborn, but I don't see playing Monster Reborn in the format today. Like now, thinking about it,
Useful, and it's classic too. So
it's a classic thing, but like again, I don't know. I don't know. But like, anyways, going back to the whole subject, I like Magician of Faith. Ever
yeah, I do
since,
Magician of Faith too. Like, well, not in my usual decks, but like the deck out decks, especially the deck out deck, like the yard deck that I use against you. Like, I'd like to use like Magician of Faith, especially if card destruction is in the graveyard. So I can bring back card destruction, just use it all over again.
yeah. But like also the one reason what got me to really like Magician of Faith was because of Taya when she mentioned that she was her favorite card.
Oh yeah.
It's just like, oh, I have to find that card now because it looks so cool. I like the effect and everything. It's like really cool. Like I think 2 ban lists ago, probably 3, it used to be banned. But then when I first and then like a couple and then I tried coming like looking at the ban list, seeing like what cards are banned or not, and then I saw that Magician of Faith was off the ban list and unlimited again. It's just like yay! So yeah.
4.
That's my number 4.
One of my favorite XZ monsters, comics hero King Arthur.
That one's a really good one. Not gonna lie, that one's a good one.
Very useful, especially in my 6 samurai deck. I love comics hero King Arthur because you can't kill it for 2 turns. Like 2 times you attack it, and you, of course, you gain attack points, and you take it away from your opponent too. So, like, it's overall like very useful to use. Like, I love comics hero King Arthur. Like one of my best, like XZ monster. So yeah, there's that. Number 3. So my number 3 is Starlight Road.
Oh yeah, Starlight Road.
Starlight Road, another useful card. I love using that card, especially on my dragon deck. Because I know there's like a lot of people who like to activate like Harpy Feather Duster, like Raigeki. I'll be like, screw you, Starlight Road, negate, destroy, and I special summon Stardust Dragon. And from here it gets ugly because Stardust Dragon's like, oh, anything that destroys a card, I sacrifice it, negate, destroy, and bring it back at the end phase. So, so there goes Starlight Road.
My number 3 is Snipe Hunter.
That card.
That one's my go-to monster all the time.
That card gets on my nerves, especially when you play it.
I know, it's just like, you destroyed my Mystic Tomato. That's also my good combo too. Like, you destroyed my Mystic Tomato. I get to search out a monster with 15 or less attack points. I summon Snipe Hunter. And then I use its ability. Which is, even though it's a gambling kind of thing, it doesn't, just as long as you keep because you can use it as many times as you want, as long as you're discarding cards. So like, you target, you discard, roll a 6-sided die as long as it's not a 1 or 6, and you get to destroy it.
So yeah, there goes our number 3. Our number 2.
My number 2, I had a tie because I couldn't decide which one to put on there because I love them both so much. And I always liked them both together. It is a tie between Light Pulsar and Dark Flare Dragon.
Those 2.
Yeah. Like, because when I think about it, I didn't know what my ace card was because I couldn't decide what was my ace card. But I equally both loved Light Pulsar and Dark Flare's effects. Light Pulsar, it's a bunch of special summoning back. Like you banish a light and dark from your grave, special summon it. You get to send a light and a dark monster to your graveyard to special summon from the graveyard. And once it's sent to the graveyard, you can special summon a level 7 or higher dark dragon monster from your graveyard and do that. With Dark Flare, I think thinking about it, you send a dragon type from your hand and a dragon type from your deck to the graveyard, and you get to banish a monster from your opponent's graveyard. And like with me, that's like a typical dynamic duo with my custom chaos deck.
Right. There's no arguing about that.
My dynamic duo ace.
My number 2. Blackluster Soldier, Envoy of the Beginning.
Fun fact, that's on my hate list.
I love that card. I love freaking Blackluster Soldier. And the reason, like, especially against Press's deck, if I can ever use it though. I only played 6 Samurai against Press only once, and it was my first duel against Press, and I got clobbered, so I don't use it anymore. But if I can use Blackluster Soldier, I would use it to banish, same reason for Bottomless Trap Hole. Like I can banish the monsters that I can't destroy by battle by card effects. And plus, like, if there's a monster lower than you can just attack twice and just be done with it. So that's very useful. Love it. I don't know why. Like, I can understand why a lot of people hate that card, especially being played against you. But it doesn't bother me as much when it's played against me, because I could probably destroy it pretty soon. So
I just don't like it.
Why?
I don't know. It's the banishy part. It's the attacky twice part.
So it's basically the obvious reasons why people hate that card.
Yeah. So, like, but here's my question about it, which is really weird. If Blackluster Soldier can come back if Envoy at the Beginning can come back from the ban list, why not Envoy of the End?
Envoy of the End is basically, okay, it's basically the same way to summon Blackluster Soldier, but you pay 1,000 life points and you destroy everything. And you deal 300 points of damage for every card that you destroy. So, and of course, you can bring it back and do it over again and again and again. So that's why it's banned.
Interesting. So, our number ones now?
Number 1. My number 1 most favorite Yu-Gi-Oh card. Legendary 6 Samurai Shien. That card means so much to me, because not only is it my signature card for my 6 Samurai deck, but it's also my signature card for my Yu-Gi-Oh series, The Lost Shogun. I play as, or I'm going to be playing as, like, William Anderson, the main character, which explains why I have the pendant right here.
It looks really cool.
And the trump card that he uses is Legendary 6 Samurai Shien, 2,500 attack points, which is basically another main character card, because Yugi Moto uses Dark Magician. Jaden Yuki uses Elemental Hero Neos. Yusei uses Stardust Dragon, and they all have 2,500.
That's really funny.
And my card has 2,500 too, so. And the effects are pretty awesome too, but the effects are not the reason why I like that card. I like it because, like, it represents me, my heritage as a samurai, because I'm, like, half Japanese, and like, I'm, like, from the land of the rising sun, as a lot of people like to call Japan. And like, and of course, like, I didn't get this necklace just for the series, but I got this, like, just to, like, remember what my heritage is. Like, I'm a samurai. I have the samurai spirit. So yes, Legendary 6 Samurai Shien means a lot more than just the effects. But I also like the effects as well. So
Really cool. So
you're
my number one. It's so funny because my most hated card was a trap card. My most favorite is a trap card. My number one most favorite Yu-Gi-Oh card is Changing Destiny.
That's what I thought.
I love that card so much. But recently, but even though recently I started to realize I was using it wrong.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people would assume that the effects part of it is read in their point of view, but instead it's read in their opponent's point of view. So, in this case, if Alternator and I were dueling, I activate Changing Destiny. He chooses either for him to gain life points equal to the attack of the monster that was negated from this attack, or I lose half of that. And how I would use it, and I assume other people use it, was the effects switched around. But I always thought about it like it makes sense that way because it's changing destiny.
You change destiny, so you have to either choose one or the other.
It's just like you either lose life or I gain it. And sometimes every now and then I still use it like that. What I used to do on DN is people would ask and I would say either you lose or I gain life. I don't do that as much anymore because a lot of people have different views on how it's used. What I'm about to say, like this guy, I was doing a random pool kind of thing, and I used Changing Destiny, and so he choose you take it or something like that, and I decided to gain. But it's just no, you lose points. It's just no, I gain it, and then it just rambled into this big old argument and stuff. It's just you know what? If you think you're right, I'll do my own research so I don't have to be mad at you. And so I did.
Yeah, I remember you posted it on Twitter. It was funny.
It was just this person made my day bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, Changing Destiny, it's a really good card, and I like it. The whole name, the description, and everything about it. Even though I'm kind of semi-using it the right way. But still, it's a weird card. Nobody understands it.
I don't understand it either. Well, once again, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching this video. I hope you liked it, and I hope it's somewhat better than the ones that we hated. And if you have your own favorite top 10s, top 10 favorite cards, you may post it at the bottom. And if you have any other top 10s that you want us to do in the future, please, show us. Please comment at the bottom too. Plus, subscribe, comment, like to both of our channels. And like always, this is Alternator signing out.
Bye.